Hello brick builders, how you doing today? Mr. Studs with our daily tip number 19. Obviously, I'm going to be talking about stairs today. Somebody on AFalls of Facebook yesterday asked about a simple stair design. And I wanted to talk about stairs anyway, so it was a good opportunity to do so. So I threw these together between last night and this morning. And here is kind of the simplest I could come up with. It's just two stacked 2x3 plates put together. You're going to notice that my stairs are all 3 wide. And I'm going to use Mr. Stud's Mini to demonstrate why I did that, because I think it's more aesthetically pleasing and it kind of makes more sense for stairs to be 3 wide. Usually you're walking down one side of the stairs or the other. Your handrail is going to be right here, or it's going to be up here on the other side. And rarely, unless you have a really big staircase like in a school or something like that, are you going to be able to have people passing comfortably down a set of stairs. So that's why I went 3 wide. 4 wide looks a little bit too big for me. But you can go whatever width you want. It's just I chose 3 wide because I really do think it looks better. So there's your first simple design. Just stacking plates. That is strong. If you want to fill in the bottom, you can. You have lots of room underneath to put in, cupboards and things like that, and closets. Now to bump that up, you can always put some tiles on it, and I put some jumpers on these so that you can just put your minifig in the middle as he's walking down. This construction is a little different. Instead of just stacked plates, we have our plate, and then we have a 1x plate on top of that, and a tile, or your tile and jumper. That is a pretty easy construction to do, and it's going to look nice. Now, we're going to get into another one which is fairly simple. And I wanted to talk about why I only went too high here for the steps. So if we had built this in a block fashion, where we have block on block on block, it really looks too high. I mean, if you're trying to get a minifig to take a step like that, that's a pretty big step. But it does look okay if you maybe make it a block or a brick width, okay, or a couple plates. See, you'll see the difference here. From that to, say that's a big difference in a step. So that's why I went with putting the bricks sideways. Okay, so like that instead of like that. So there's something to keep in mind, is to build, if you're going to build it with bricks, make sure to build it sideways and not up and down like you would normally do. Okay, so there's that design. I just threw some tiles on top to smooth that out. Now here's a little bit more of a complicated take on that. It is essentially the same design. I made it sort of look a little bit like stone, so you can get some texture in your stairs. And I'm going to pull this one apart just to show you how I did that. You'll see it's a lot of different bricks going in different directions. But the basic element is this. We've got our tile, we've got our brick, our brick, textured brick, and then a 1x brick. We'll put this one on the bottom, and then we want this kind of sitting there so that the tile overlaps that stone. And I'm just going to start ripping this one down just to give you a quick demonstration of how this works. So then if we put that there, and then that's going to hold those together. We take another piece like this, and then we lock that in. Okay, and then you're just going to gradually build your steps up. Now, if you want to put bricks on the side, you can do that. Put it sideways, lock it in with a 1x brick in the middle, or you can even use a 2x brick if you don't want to have texture on the other side. And do it that way, and then just put a filler brick in, so you can build up your steps that way. Now, this one here is probably the one I think is the coolest looking and definitely is most slick. I love this design. I kind of just came up with it on the fly last night. So what it is a series of these elements, which you can see 2 bricks on the side with stud on the side, tile on the top, plate, and filler brick. Take a series of those, and if you take a plate, 1x plate, stick them all together, we get this. Okay, I just threw some tiles on the side to clean up the studs. Now, the nice thing about this stair design is it essentially matches all the rest for rise over run, which is how you measure how what the slope of your stairs is going to be. But if this isn't going to fit in your design, you can always angle the stairs up, and you'll get some gaps which you might actually desire in your build. So these are much more steep stairs, but you can play around with that and get the exact angle that you want. Now, of course, the question is, these stairs are built in this direction. I want them on a plate. How am I going to do that? Our headlight brick is going to be to the rescue here. So we've got a standard brick, a couple of headlight bricks, one on top of the other. Put it down like that. Put some tiles on the bottom of our stairs, and let's see if I can get you locked. Oh, trying to put it on backwards. There we go. So that locks in that headlight brick there, and there is our staircase. And if you're looking for escalators, I think that kind of looks like escalators too. Speaking of escalators, I just had a thought. If I can find them very quickly here. But if you're looking to do escalators, these bricks would work fantastic for that in either orientation. Alright, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget about our Patreon account, and for all those who have liked, subscribed, and shared, thank you so much. I also started posting on Instagram today, so if you are on Instagram, just look us up there. Thanks, and have a fantastic day. Keep dreaming in bricks. Bye-bye.